Yeah, I thought a really good competitive game today. As I said before, Connecticut's playing really good basketball right now. I think they're playing their best basketball of the year, and I think it's good for us to have that type of environment going into the playoffs. We needed to have a really good fourth quarter to come out of here with the win. And I thought we had our best quarter in the fourth, and we feel good to be leaving here with a win.
Building off what you said now in pregame, but how do you think playing and winning a close game is going to help you in a couple weeks when the playoffs go?
I think the more, pressure possessions you can have going into the playoffs are important. I mean, obviously you'd like to play well and the entire game and, have a good lead and be able to finish a game that way. But, I thought this was good. Connecticut, man, they were shooting the ball great that first half. Every time we, messed up the coverage, they scored. They shot like 60% in the first half. I thought in the second half, we were executing offensively, and I think our defensive communication and intensity picked up a level. So it was a much better second half overall. And I think having situations that you have to respond under a little bit of adversity helps the team.
Go on that. What were conversations like in the fourth quarter as the team began to pull away, especially in the second half of that quarter?
Conversations. Like we would just emphasize the stuff we were emphasizing at halftime. Like there wasn't a lot of changes other than we knew late in the game when we got up by double figures that they may put on more pressure, they may try to press a little bit, and we just wanted to talk about how we wanted to handle that. That was really the only change.
Was it some change? Was it just gradually building throughout?
Well, I mean, I thought we had a lot of people play well. Like, Nas was 5 of 7 from three. Rye had a great game. Leash got to the foul line a ton. But I really thought maybe the biggest difference was having JC back. Like, I didn't really intend on playing her quite as much as we did, but she said she felt good and she was playing even better. So we kind of just rolled with her and, she was fantastic, big basket after big basket. And we all know what she's capable of doing on the defensive end. And she was outstanding today. So really nice to have her back because before she got hurt, she was playing at all-star level. She'd been out for a few weeks now. So, sometimes it takes a game or two to get your feet back under you, but she started to feel good that second half and we went with her and she was just outstanding.
We'll jump to Zoom. Go ahead, Michael.
Yeah, coach, I wonder if I could follow up on that a little bit. Just I think the added confidence it brings to your squad to have Jordan back. How important is that, especially down the stretch now, as there's still so much to play for in the, last 10, 11 days of the regular season?
Well, I think it's important for a lot of reasons just to have her back now because I think especially when it's like a point guard position and people are kind of changing spots and stuff like that, you'd like to have a few games under your belt before the playoffs start, so you're not going through that adjustment and you're not really sure how it's going to go or if you need a game or two to really get comfortable with it. So to be able to do it now before the playoffs, I think is really important. And then everybody on this team has great confidence in JC. We all know what a great player she is, and we all know all that she does to contribute to winning on both sides of the floor and her leadership.
And if I could ask one other question, just in terms of being able to turn it on when you needed to there in the fourth quarter. I mean, obviously at this point of the season, that can be really important too. You're not going to have easy games. How good do you feel about your team's ability to, when they need to go to that extra gear, they're able to do it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a tied going into the fourth, or very close if it wasn't exactly tied. Like, yeah, basically we had to win the quarter to win the game. And you're on the road. They had great fan base here that was loud into the game. And I just thought defensively we took it to another level. And that's pretty much you get to the biggest games, like, can you get stops and give yourself a chance to win? And today we were able to do that in the fourth.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Megan.
Hey, Coach, good to see you. Just wanted to ask about your team's defense today. Obviously, you just talked about having a big fourth quarter, but what did you like out of them during the second half that you felt that helped them win the game?
Yeah, I just thought we were much more locked in to what we wanted to accomplish at the beginning of the game. And as I said, like, we would have a miscommunication or be in the wrong spot, and they were making everything. They made us pay for everything, and it was good. So we could go in halftime and we could talk about, well, what did we say we were going to do? Now, are we doing it? And they said no. So I go, well, let's try what we wanted to do from the beginning, and we'll live with the results. And I thought it was so much better in the second half. We got them late in the shot clock quite a few times and taking tough shots at the end. And we didn't give up nearly as many layups as we did in the first half.
Go ahead, Emmanuel.
But you talked about it the last few games and in the pregame about communication. What was the difference in communication between the first half and the second half that really sparked the defense and allowed y'all to break the game open in the fourth?
Well, they set a lot of ball screens. So all of a sudden somebody is trying to, defeat the screen, and they get hung up a little bit, and it's kind of confusing. Like, are you getting through, or do we need to switch this? And, if you wait too long, then all of a sudden somebody is unguarded because you haven't been assertive to with your coverage and just going with whatever you communicate. And I thought they hurt us with that in the first half several times, and almost always it ended in a layup for them. So we just had to talk to each other and trust the talk. And uh, you know, I thought Bree Jones, her defense was outstanding today. Like, she was switching on the guards and staying in front of the ball. And the second half, even with the crowd being as loud as they were, like, I could hear her communication all the way over at the bench. So she was assertively taking control of everything, just like we asked. I mean, she was just really, really good on that side of the ball.
And we'll finish up with Wilson. Wilson, go ahead.
Coach, you kind of alluded to it already, but the impact from Jordan. I know you said you didn't plan to play her that much, but when she came to you and said that she was good, I mean, what was your message back to her, and how did you really like and see the difference in her impact in that fourth quarter?
Yeah, we wanted to, give her a little bit of time in the first half. We were thinking maybe like 6 minutes or so, and I think she only ended up getting 4 because of how it played out. And then we wanted to have her in the second half for at least half of the second half. So we were looking between 15, 16 minutes. Now she ended up playing 20, but she just had it rolling. The team had it rolling at that point. And there was a timeout, and we were going to give her a break, and she said she was good. So we kept her in. And so she played a couple extra minutes than maybe we originally planned. But, she just makes such a big difference when she has it going like that.
Awesome. Thank you for your time, everyone.